Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt your legs struggle just a bit more than they used to? Or reached for something on a shelf and noticed your arms didn't feel quite as strong as they once were? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. After 60, many of us begin to notice little signs. Our muscles feel weaker, everyday tasks take more effort, and energy doesn't bounce back like it used to. It's not just aging, it's something called muscle loss. And believe it or not, it starts creeping in quietly, year by year. Now, here's the thing no one tells you. Muscle loss after 60 isn't just about losing strength, it's tied to everything, from your balance and posture to your metabolism and independence. That's why today's video might just change the game for you. Because we're not just talking about exercise or supplements. We're diving into one incredibly simple, delicious food that science shows can help reverse muscle loss, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. So, if you're ready to feel stronger, steadier, and more confident in your body again, you're in the right place. In this video, we'll talk about how this food works, why it's so powerful, and how to make it a part of your everyday life in ways that are easy and enjoyable. We'll also touch on other supportive habits that make its effects even stronger. But let's not waste time, because your body deserves better starting today. Let me ask you something. When you think of muscle-building foods, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Steak? Eggs? Maybe protein shakes? Those can help, sure, but there's one food that often gets overlooked. It's humble, it's affordable, it's packed with protein, and even better, it's plant-based. I'm talking about lentils. Yes, lentils. These tiny legumes pack a serious punch when it comes to muscle maintenance. Why? Because they're rich in high-quality protein, fiber, iron, magnesium, and essential amino acids that your muscles absolutely crave, especially as you age. See, the older we get, the harder it becomes for our bodies to process and use protein efficiently. That's one reason why so many older adults lose muscle, even if they're eating what they think is enough. Lentils step in like a superhero. Not only do they offer plant-based protein that's gentle on digestion, they also provide leucine, a critical amino acid that triggers muscle protein synthesis. That's the fancy way of saying, hey muscles, it's time to grow. But wait, it gets even better. Lentils are also loaded with iron and magnesium, two minerals that help your muscles function properly and recover faster. Iron helps deliver oxygen to your muscles so you feel more energized, while magnesium keeps muscle cramps and weakness at bay. So what does this look like in real life? Well, imagine this. You enjoy a warm bowl of lentil soup at lunch, or maybe you mix lentils into your salad, or even your morning omelet. You're not doing anything extreme. You're just adding a cup of this nutritional powerhouse to your daily meals, and over time, your muscles respond. You start feeling stronger getting out of bed. Your legs feel steadier on the stairs. Your arms don't tire so quickly when carrying groceries. It's subtle at first, but real. And for those who might be thinking, well, I don't like beans or lentils are too bland, let me tell you, there are so many easy and tasty ways to prepare them. Red lentil curry, lentil vegetable stew, lentil patties with herbs and garlic. Even lentil pasta is a thing now, and it tastes just like regular pasta, but with 3 times the protein and fiber. Now, while lentils are the hero of this story, they work best when paired with other good habits that support your muscles. One of the most important? Staying active in small, consistent ways. You don't need to lift heavy weights or join a gym. Something as simple as walking daily, climbing stairs, or doing gentle chair exercises helps signal to your body, hey, we still need these muscles, don't let them go. When you pair movement with powerful foods like lentils, you create the perfect recipe for keeping your strength, mobility, and independence well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. And let's not forget hydration. It might sound basic, but your muscles are nearly 80% water. When you're dehydrated, your muscles tire out faster, feel weaker, and don't recover as well. So drink that glass of water before meals, keep a bottle nearby during the day, and make it a habit you actually enjoy. Maybe infuse it with lemon or mint for a little boost. We've talked about lentils, movement, and hydration, but we're just scratching the surface of how you can protect and even rebuild your muscle strength naturally and gently. These aren't extreme changes, they're simple shifts that bring real results over time. And don't worry, if you've gone years without thinking about your muscles, it's not too late. Your body is always listening. Even at 60, 70, or 80, your muscles can respond. All they need is the right nourishment and a little love from you. Now that we've talked about how lentils can fuel your muscles and why staying active and hydrated keeps them strong, let's keep this momentum going. Because there's another piece of the puzzle that's just as important as what you eat and how you move, and that's how well your body absorbs and uses the nutrients you give it. Let's talk about digestion for a moment. As we age, our stomach acid naturally declines. That might sound like a good thing, especially if you've ever had acid reflux. But the truth is, this drop in stomach acid makes it harder for your body to break down and absorb protein, vitamins, and minerals. So even if you're eating plenty of good food, your body might not be getting the full benefit. That's why it's so important to support your digestion. Because better digestion means better nutrient absorption, and better nutrient absorption means stronger muscles. And there's a simple fix here, too. It starts with how you eat, not just what you eat. Slow down during meals. Chew thoroughly. Sit down, take a breath, and enjoy your food. It might sound too simple to matter, but slowing down helps your digestive system do its job better. When you rush, your stomach doesn't get the time or signal it needs to produce enough acid and enzymes. Over time, that means less protein gets absorbed and your muscles miss out. Now, let's go one step deeper. There's a little secret many people don't talk about when it comes to food and aging muscles, and that's inflammation. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is one of the hidden drivers behind muscle loss in older adults. It weakens your body slowly, quietly, day by day. And guess what? The foods you eat can either fuel that fire or help calm it down. This is where lentils shine again. They're not just protein-packed, they're also loaded with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that soothe your body from the inside out. Unlike processed meats or high-sugar snacks that leave you feeling sluggish and inflamed, lentils leave your body energized and balanced. Plus, they help keep your blood sugar steady. That matters more than you think. When your blood sugar spikes and crashes, it causes damage to your muscles over time. But when you eat foods with plenty of fiber, like lentils, you help your body stay steady and strong. No wild swings, no sudden crashes, just balanced, reliable energy that helps you move and live fully. And here's another bonus. Fiber isn't just good for your blood sugar. It also feeds the good bacteria in your gut, the ones that help regulate inflammation, mood, immunity, and, yes, muscle function. A happy gut is a strong body, and lentils happen to be one of the best gut-friendly foods out there. So what can you do starting this week? Begin by adding lentils into one meal a day. Just one. Maybe a hearty lentil soup for lunch, or mashed lentils in your sandwich like a spread. Maybe a lentil salad with some olive oil and lemon for dinner. The trick is to make it feel natural, not like a chore. And while you're at it, pair it with another overlooked muscle-building tool, vitamin D. You might be thinking, what does vitamin D have to do with muscles? Well, a lot more than you might expect. Without enough vitamin D, your muscles can't contract properly. They get weak, stiff, and more prone to injury. Plus, low vitamin D levels are linked to increased falls and slower recovery after any physical strain. And unfortunately, many older adults are deficient, even those who spend time outside. That's because as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at making vitamin D from sunlight, so even a sunny walk might not be enough. But there's good news. You can get vitamin D from foods like fortified cereals, mushrooms, eggs, and fatty fish like salmon or sardines. Or, if needed, a simple supplement can fill the gap. Just check with your doctor before starting one, especially if you're on other medications. Now, picture this. You start your day with a short walk outside, just 15 or 20 minutes to get your blood flowing and soak up a little sun. You come back and enjoy a warm breakfast with some eggs or a bit of fortified cereal. Later in the day, you savor a delicious lentil-based lunch or dinner. You stay hydrated, keep your digestion happy, and move your body gently but regularly. That's it. No pills, no extremes, just small, doable steps that stack up into real change. And I know, sometimes it's easy to think, is it really worth the effort? Especially if you've been feeling low energy, dealing with pain, or just overwhelmed by all the health advice out there. But here's what I want you to remember. Your body hasn't given up on you. No matter your age, your muscles are still listening. They're still capable of growing stronger, firmer, and more supportive than they are today. All they need is the right fuel, the right habits, and a little time. And let me say this, you don't have to get it perfect. You don't have to make all the changes overnight. Just pick one thing to start with. Maybe it's cooking lentils once this week. Maybe it's drinking an extra glass of water each day. Maybe it's walking for 10 minutes after breakfast. Whatever it is, start there. Build from there. Because each step you take, no matter how small, is a step back toward your strength, your energy, your confidence, your independence. So, we've talked about the surprising power of lentils, how they fight muscle loss, reduce inflammation, support gut health, and even balance blood sugar. We've explored the importance of digestion, vitamin D, and just moving a little bit more. But we're not done just yet, because now it's time to bring everything together and give you that final boost, not just in knowledge, but in motivation. If you've made it this far, that already tells me something important. You're someone who cares. You're not willing to let age define your strength, your energy, or your independence. And that's the spirit that turns small changes into lasting transformation. So, let's take a moment to reflect. We've talked about how lentils, yes, those tiny, unassuming legumes can be a game changer. Not just a source of protein, but a muscle-building, inflammation-fighting, digestion-supporting powerhouse that fits right into your daily life. And the best part? They're gentle, affordable, and easy to prepare. But let's go even further now, because beyond food, beyond hydration, and even beyond movement, there's one more essential ingredient to keeping your muscles strong, and that's rest and recovery. See, muscle strength doesn't just come from what you do, it also comes from how well you recover. And for many people over 60, sleep becomes harder to come by. You might wake up in the middle of the night, you might feel restless, or maybe you get up in the morning and still feel tired. But here's something you might not know. Poor sleep can directly lead to faster muscle loss. When you don't sleep deeply, your body can't produce enough of the hormones it needs to repair muscle tissue, regulate inflammation, and recharge your energy stores. So even if you're eating the right foods and doing light exercise, without sleep, your body is running on fumes. That's why creating a calm, consistent bedtime routine is so important. Turn off bright lights an hour before bed. Avoid heavy meals late at night. Try a warm bath or some sound music. And if you're having trouble sleeping, talk to your doctor. There may be gentle remedies that can help without side effects. Now, I want to talk to the part of you that might still be doubting. Maybe you've tried health changes before and didn't see results. Maybe you're thinking, it's too late for me, or I'm too tired to start something new. But here's the truth. It's never too late. I've seen 80-year-olds regain strength they thought was gone forever. I've watched people walk without support after thinking they'd need a cane for life. I've even heard from folks who simply started eating better and moving more, and suddenly found themselves waking up with more pep in their step than they'd had in years. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to believe that small, consistent action can lead to big, lasting change. Start with lentils. Let that be your first yes to your body. Then add a walk, a stretch, a glass of water, a few extra minutes of sleep. That's how real progress begins. Quietly, steadily, one habit at a time. And here's the beauty of it all. When your muscles are stronger, everything gets easier. You walk with more confidence. You carry groceries without fear of dropping them. You get up from the sofa without grunting or wobbling. You play with your grandkids or garden without exhaustion. Your independence stays with you, not in the hands of a caregiver or a walker or a long list of pills. That's not just strength. That's freedom. And I know you can do this. You've lived through so much. You've raised families, worked hard, loved deeply, and learned plenty of life's tough lessons. Now it's time to take care of you in the way your body deserves. Nourish it, move it, rest it, trust it. And it will reward you with more energy, stability, and vitality than you thought possible. So if this message speaks to you, I encourage you, don't just listen, act. Go to your kitchen, make a shopping list, add lentils to it, cook something simple, something comforting. And when you take that first bite, know that you're doing something powerful, not just for today, but for every day ahead. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. What changes are you making? How are you feeling? Do you already eat lentils, or is this your first time giving them a try? Share your story in the comments below. You never know who you might inspire. And if this video helped you or made you feel motivated, give it a like so others can find it too. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've got more helpful, practical tips just like this coming your way, all designed for your life, your health, and your happiness after 60. Remember, you're not alone on this journey, and you're stronger than you think. Here's to living your best life at any age. And as always, I'm cheering you on every step of the way.